I don't know what it's going to become, but I know that like out beyond this project, I know that like this work with eroticism and sexuality and arousal with Black people and being able to try to move toward dealing with that in a space that's so caring. It feels like that has really been coming up out of this project that I've been able to, do in other places and then bring back to this and then bring back out. Those cycles feel really important for me. They feel like I've grown from them for sure, and they feel like I'm able to give from them. And that feels like one of the things that I'm super thankful for from this project.
There's a lot to this piece in the fact that we haven't done it in 2 years, and remounting it isn't just about remounting what it was, but also where we're at and where we've grown to. I don't want to speak for everybody, but I feel that everyone has had like their paradigm shifts over the last 2 years, and so I'm working with a full like new cast while still being with the same people. It's been interesting to be back in process, and with this residency week having a full time of failures, but also successes, but also everything that's in the middle of that, of like, what the fuck did we do 2 years ago, or seeing some of the energy from the new counts is like insane. I'm taking everything I can in, and also trying to listen to what I need, because I'm not the same person from 2 years ago.
I'm just thinking about how much this project has changed my personal life, the way I look at things, the way I look at situations, the way I look at people, the way that I carry myself, the way that I look at myself. And for that, like, I'm so grateful, and I'm also curious, like, would I have been able to find those other perspectives had I not found this project, had I not co-created it, had I not found it, because we had to find one another in order for this thing to be what it is.
Hey, come on. Hey.
I just moved recently to North Carolina, and I just think about how it feels like over the 12 years that we've been working together. I wonder if that, if that's been in gestation, and now it's like, a result of these things being birthed out of the project, like I needed to go to the South. And so maybe some of the preparation for that was looking at your videos on YouTube and then, reaching out in that way. And then we started working together.
Terminator would never stop. The Terminator would never stop.
Eu só vou botar mais uma vez pra vocês.
I really have been enjoying the wide array of expression that is all embedded in this piece, through the costumes, through the music, through the way that everyone throws their counts. I really love the outrageousness of the costumes. I had one of my favorite where there's booty shorts. It's like I get to have an alter ego in the project. And I also appreciate how much I've been learning in this process around gender, around sexuality, around the different ways that we are made and created, and the melange of different experiences via dance and via life. And I appreciate the Southern twist and the Southern taste to everything. Being from the Northeast, being from Maryland specifically, I have a little bit of Southern roots, but being able to go deep South is really fun for me.
Juma has implemented a lot of different strategies using numbers and math, to come up with different ways of performing. So that has been something that, of course, has been challenging, but at the same time has been interesting and exciting and joyful throughout the process. Learning and growing into the process of being touched and always being in an intimate setting has been something that has been, I would just even say it's something that has grown on me. Over time, I've had the opportunity to really sit down and process it and watch the process so that I can figure out ways to implement myself into the process. And it's been very different. I'm not a really affectionate person, so always having, people touch on you and hug you and, getting this close to say something to you, it's been a thing. So again, over the years, I've learned that, this is okay. It's okay, to be this way. And especially when it comes to art, I feel like I've learned to just embrace it as art and appreciate those moments to be intimate and affectionate in an artistic way.
Through this work, it brings up all of the things I feel like I'm dealing with in any given moment, and offers opportunities to work those things out, in community people that I know, community of strangers. I think about gathering. Think about different types of dancing, where those dances happen, transformation.
It feels like the uncomfortable edges, the things that you couldn't have known before, but maybe this idea that, that song, I've heard that song, like in rehearsal we always have music. So, I've heard that song before, but I really paid no attention to it. Let me actually listen to the song and kind of grow into a relationship with it. And then thinking alongside the other artists, witnessing how people respond to music helps me understand what music does. And Black people, we are in our music and movement. We're in it. And you learn a lot about someone by just watching them pay attention to what they pay attention to. You understand how your choices matter to you. So for me, that growth edge, if you will, is like moving towards things I just didn't know, growing with it. And the pleasure and the joy is in the doing and the witnessing and also the thinking.
I have this like desire and this urge and this hunger to like do everything that I thought was impossible. I'm so grateful for what we've created, because we've all created it. Like, this is our thing, all of us, even those not here in the video right now. I'm so not the person that I was before this project started. I'm excited, and it just makes me curious about what's next.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
Amazing.